Hello, my name is Fred Adams from Stencil Tech Concrete. We are decorative concrete specialists. We basically install driveways, roadways, drive-throughs, all out of decorative concrete. Today we're at St Ives in Cambridgeshire. We're actually constructing quite a large residential driveway where we are installing a decorative concrete installation using our Stencil Tech system where we create cobbles and rock finishes out of concrete. I first came across the Moasure device while scrolling through Facebook one evening and started researching it more and more, and I started thinking about, shall we say, the applications with my industry. So I thought from that point I had to buy one and test it out for myself. My first impressions was once I watched some of the very informative links that were sent through to me. I found it quite easy to get my head around how to use it, which was one of my biggest concerns when I first bought it. But I was quite surprised on how easy it was to use and how I could basically mould their technology to our systems and techniques that we use on a day-to-day basis. For Moasure, we were typically using your everyday sort of measuring wheel, measuring tapes. A very important sort of tool that we use regularly is our laser levels, what we use to gauge our heights and levels, which, they're very expensive, and unfortunately when you're in the building industry and you've got people working for you, they don't often get looked after as well as they should. But being able to have the Moasure device something quite small, compact, manoeuvrable, I keep it in my truck safe out the way, and I can use that device to calculate my levels, my size of area, and I'm quite excited to some of the new technology that's coming out with the Moasure as well. To be able to calculate the depth of material that I'm going to be needing is absolutely fantastic. Concrete nowadays has gone up from £100 a cubic metre up to nearly £200 a cubic metre of concrete. So to be able to get an accurate recorded measurement on how much I'm going to need saves us hundreds of pounds with every installation. So for what this little device costs initially, over the cost of, shall we say, 2, maybe 3 projects, it's more than paid for itself. It was very common for me to come across projects where there was a lot of obstacles in the way, whether it's parked cars. We go to a lot of new building sites where there's forklifts in the way, machinery, and it's nearly impossible to take an accurate measurement. So it took a long time by the time we actually asked everybody to move a car out the way. But with this tool now, it's done in minutes. Rather than taking half an hour, 40 minutes to measure an ordinary average driveway, with this little device, it's literally 5 minutes. You've got a very accurate measurement ready to use and send the information straight to the customer to get them their quote. What I would say to somebody who's, shall we say, skeptical on trying this new technology is it's worth it. I'm an average everyday builder, same as what most people in the building industry would be. I'm not that clued up on technology, but this is a very easy piece of equipment to use. It's not expensive, but once you've used it, you won't want to use anything else. And like with the rising costs in materials, like in my industry, the concrete industry, where we've had massive increases in expenses, having a tool like this to really calculate out to a 0.5% tolerance on your materials, measurements, it's a must-have. So in the long run, this machine will save you a fortune.